Kyle here at Gozney. We're in the studio here at Barbecue Pit Stop, and we're gonna make a Margherita Pizza. So with that simple dough recipe we had, everything's ready to go. We're gonna get a dough ball out. It's where the dough cutter works great. You don't wanna really kind of wrestle these too much. I'm gonna let them rest. I'm gonna dip it into a mixture of flour and semolina flour. So the flour I used from my recipe, which is essential milling, and it's about half and half. You can use all semolina, you can use all the flour. It's kind of all your preference. I've kind of migrated to a 50-50 mix. So I'm gonna get my dough down on my working surface, and my working surface is actually a Gozney serving platter. These things work great for prep, obviously for serving your pizza when it's done as well. So we're gonna go ahead and press this dough into our shape. There's a lot of different techniques on this, and you can look into the one that works best for you. There's ones where you're not touching the crust and really trying to focus on that airiness. And then there's ones where you can roll it out. It's all up to you and what works best for you to get the results that you like. I usually work it on the table until it's about palm size, making sure my working surface is, it's not sticking. So now that I've got it right around palm size, I'll bring it up to my hands. I'll do what they call the steering wheel technique. This is just letting gravity do the work. Having your dough be at room temperature is so crucial to this process. You'll notice the last dough balls in your batch are typically the best to work with. So I'm getting this as thin as I can using the steering wheel technique, and also just some stretching. One way to tell if your dough is ready to go for a Neapolitan style pizza is to drop it onto your table and you get a little bit of air that will trap underneath it. I like this a little thinner on the crust. There we go. We're about ready. So make sure you have enough flour underneath your pizza so that this will slide around on the surface. We're gonna use 2 scoops, maybe 2.5 of our Bianco sauce that we made. Again, less is more in this place, in my opinion. I recommend fresh mozzarella, typically anywhere from 2 to 2.5 slices, and I'll tear it apart. You can pre-prep this and cube it up. Again, ingredients is everything with a good Neapolitan pizza. Shredded cheese is great if you're into that. I personally feel like everything comes out better if you have a nice fresh mozzarella. Buffalo mozzarella is incredible as well. Whatever works for you and whatever you have that's near you, but fresh mozz is always going to be the key to success. As we're making a margherita, that is the ingredients it calls for. So we're going to go ahead and get this cheese on. And then I'm going to do a light layer of nice olive oil next, and then we're going to go in the oven. Cooking temperatures typically I like to be right around anywhere from 720 to 900 degrees. I'm gonna add this a capful. You can use a teaspoon, you can use other measurements, but I typically will use the cap if I'm doing a demo. We cook outside, so we use the tools we have. All right, and we're ready to go in the oven. Awesome. All right, we're ready to load our pie. What we do first, we want to check our temperatures. We're humming right around 950. I like to use our infrared thermometer to kind of get a stone temp and then get an ambient temp. We're definitely running hot here with how we like it. 2 tools I always recommend, obviously. With the rock box comes your placement peel. We're cooking on the Tom Gozney signature edition today with the fancy black. And then your turning peel is always going to be something that you're going to want to add on to your purchase with your rock box. This is going to allow you to manipulate the pizza very easily. So we're going to load the pie. Key here is you can flour your peel, whatever works for you. I typically don't right now. You can grab it and load it, or you can go straight sweep in. What I like to do before I go in is stretch it a little bit. It's a little cold out today, so our dough is contracting a little bit, but we're gonna stretch it a little bit here and get her loaded up in the oven. It's gonna be one sweep. We're gonna give it around 15 seconds before your first turn. Kind of want to check it, make sure you're good. What we're gonna do is just turn it ever so slightly. You can see we're already cooking to a nice golden brown there. That leoparding is the goal with this type of pizza. Crust is puffing up super nice. We're almost there. Just want to kind of watch. If you need to cook the top a little more, you can raise it up to the flame. Kind of melt that cheese a little bit more. We're right about there. And then what we'll do from there is we're going to grab our placement peel. I'm going to take it out of there. Okay, cool. Final process of your margarita. Fresh basil. You know, this makes it look pretty, also makes it taste awesome. So it's up to you on how much you want to use. I usually do about 6 pieces. And then I like to finish it with some fresh dry-aged Parmesan Reggiano. This stuff, you just load it up, let it all coagulate in there. You're ready to go. Pizza rocker from Gozney is the best device to cook a pie, to cut a pie, in my opinion. And we're ready to go. Margherita.